What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Us Play Pokemon Red. Today we take on the Cinnabar Island Gym, which is home to a whole bunch of Fire-type Pokemon. So we want to switch Gyarados into the front spot. Now this gym differs from others in that you actually have to take on, every single one of the trainers in this gym. Because the gym has a whole bunch of doors, and to open said doors you have to defeat the trainer blocking them. So that's just kind of how things work around here. Which is, well, I would say it's a little bit annoying, but the fact of the matter is I would want to take them all out anyways, so I don't care all that much. If you are not the type that wants to take out all the trainers, then I guess that would be annoying for you. Aha, sucks to be you. Yep, it does. But on the flip side, most of them are pretty easy. I really don't know why the Pokemon that the trainers and random battles and stuff at this point in the game are so low. Like, it feels like they have enemies at around the 5th and 6th gym level, like at the point where you're heading to Saffron City or Fuchsia City. It feels like Pokemon at that point are pretty high level. So the door open there. I guess I don't have to fight this guy, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, around when you're getting ready to face Sabrina and Koga, it seems like the Pokemon are pretty high level at that point. But then once you get to the point where you've beaten both of them, it's like the average level of the enemy Pokemon doesn't seem to have gone up very much at all. And like I said, that's actually pretty annoying because I really need my Pokemon to get to higher levels. But it's kind of hard when you're fighting Pokemon that are so much lower level than you. I mean, I guess I could always go and like grind, but that's the thing, right? Like, random battles don't give you much experience at all. So it's just not even worth it. Like, not only are random battles going to be lower level Pokemon for the most part, but they don't get the bonus that trainer Pokemon get from, in terms of how much experience they give you. But, oh well, I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to have to manage one way or another. If nothing else, we're at least doing somewhat good on levels. My goal would be to get to like level 50 with all my guys by the end of the game, but that's not likely to happen. Which is unfortunate, but I'll just have to manage somehow. I mean, it's not like it works out any differently than any other time through the game. Oh man, Ponyta. Ponyta's... Oh, I didn't mean to use Bite. But I guess when it gets a critical hit, that works pretty well. Ponyta's actually gave me a lot of experience for an unevolved Pokemon. Not that I'm complaining. I used Bite that time because I thought that I might be able to kill Charmander, but not quite. Anyways, as I was saying, Ponyta's a kind of interesting Pokemon because on one hand it's actually pretty rare. Well, I think you can find them somewhat easily actually in the Pokemon Mansion. No, they are fairly rare. But they're also, I don't think they learn much in the way of actual Fire-type attacks. But I don't know. I've never used a Ponyta or its evolved form, a Rapidash. So I guess I can't really speak too much on them. And actually, you may recall me mentioning, like, way back at the beginning of the game, how Fire-type Pokemon, you can't really get them too easily in the first generation, and you can't really find much of anything until very late in the game. It's basically until this point. Like, the Pokemon Mansion is more or less the first place where you can catch Fire-type Pokemon. I don't think it's like literally the first place. Let me just verify that real quick. Where are you? I'm looking for a specific area in my strategy guide here. There we are. Huh, maybe it is the first place where you can fight or capture fire types. Well, let's look in a different section of the strategy guide while I fight my way through these guys. Although I think I'm almost there. I got one more cornered around. So, let's see here. We have Vulpix. You can catch Vulpix in other areas, namely in the routes on the left and right sides of Saffron City. Well, there's a Rapidash. Too bad it won't be there for long. Growlithe you can actually catch in the same areas. And there really aren't that many other fire types in the game. There's Ponyta, of course, which is pretty much exclusively in the Pokemon Mansion. Come on, fire types, where are you? I mean, I guess you could always get Flareon. If you want to go with something else instead of Jolteon, which is a valid option. Magmar, you can only catch in the Pokemon Mansion. That's pretty much it as far as fire types go. There's one other fire type, but we won't mention them quite yet. You don't encounter them until even later in the game, so yeah. Words and things. So to make a long story short, you can catch a Vulpix or a Growlithe a fair bit earlier in the game, but the truth of the matter is that by the time you get access to the routes on either side of Saffron City, it's already pretty late in the game anyways. I mean, it's a little bit before when I got my Jinx, and I consider that to be very late. So, yeah. Charizard is a good option for a long-term fire Pokemon. Although, the fact that his only fire-type attack is still Ember is somewhat upsetting. But he's getting there. I believe Flamethrower is at level 45. Let me just verify this real quick. Level 46, okay. So, what is he right now? Level 41 or 42? So technically, if I really wanted to, I'm pretty sure I have 2 rare candies on hand. I could just toss those Charizard's way and almost be done with it. But I haven't really had all that much occasion to actually need a fire-type attack, so it doesn't really matter all that much. There will be occasion in the future, definitely, without a doubt, but yeah. He works more just because honestly, like, Slash is just really useful. Anyways, this fellow here is the gym leader. He's looking a little bit tubby there. I do not have Burn Heal, and I'm not very concerned about that. Your in-battle sprite does not look much like your map sprite. That's the word I was looking for. But at least he has decent level Pokemon. Or at least, for now, until I kill them all. So yeah, like I was saying yesterday, Gyarados is getting plenty of time in the sun. Thanks to the fact that this is, like, Fire Island. So, out of uses of Surf, so it's time to use that Hydro Pump. This guy has 2 more Pokemon after Ponyta, so between Surf and Hydro Pump, I have almost exactly enough attacks to get all the way through this gym without having to go back to town. It's funny how that works. Oh man, Rapidash, you're so fast! I would hope you'd be fast with a name like Rapid Dash. Unfortunately, your speed is 0 when you're dead. And Arcanine. Level 47, that is pretty good. What is his team looking like in yellow? So in yellow, he's got a similar setup to what Koga and Sabrina have, in that he's got one super high level Pokemon and two others that are less threatening but a little bit lower level. Although in this case they're both evolved forms. He has a level 48 Ninetales, a level 50 Rapidash, and a level 54 Arcanine. So it's actually quite a bit harder. Maybe not quite a bit, but undoubtedly is harder in yellow. He only has one less Pokemon, and they're all higher level than his highest level Pokemon is in red and blue. Well, too bad I don't have either of those Pokemon. I do have a Charizard, though. So... Whoa, I can teach Fire Blast to Gyarados? Weird. So, Charizard's fire woes are over. I am going to overwrite Ember. So, Charizard learns Fire Blast, the strongest fire-type attack. Which actually he does not learn naturally. Instead, he learns, after Flamethrower, he learns Fire Spin, which is a very strange attack. It's kind of like Wrap, except stronger and Fire Elemental. Which is interesting, but not quite what I would hope for. Anyways, now that we have defeated Blaine, might as well heal our dudes up real quick. Here, have my Pokemon. Have your way with them, Nurse Joy. And I could just surf back to town, but it's faster to get out Pidgey. Oh, I can't withdraw because my team is full. Okay. Sure, just deposit Gyarados, whatever. And give me Pidgey. All these free Pokemon are clogging up my storage system. So, first I think I'm going to fly over to Pewter City. Pewter City isn't the next destination I want to go to, but I figure that while I'm flying about, I might as well head up. What's this it here? So this is the museum in Pewter City, and if we head upstairs... Is this where it is, or is it in a different building? Okay, I guess it's in the other building. Unless it's... yeah, it must be. Oh well, I guess I paid 50 whatever the currency is for nothing. Sad face. We head up here. Aha, so the restriction is that you need cut here. Did I use... okay, I didn't use strength, good. So if we come in here... and talk to this guy, I think? Indeed. This guy? Cool. Okay, so talking to that guy, we obtained the old Amber, which obviously we could have done a long time ago since we've had cut for a long time now. So, now that we have that, I might as well fly back to Cinnabar Island. And hand off the old Amber to whatever his face is called in the lab here. Hello there, I have another fossil for you. Yes, you told me this the last time. Aerodactyl, huh? Yay! I love it when dead Pokemon become living again. So I believe the trigger for actually resurrecting the Pokemon is that we have to leave the building and then go back in. I'm pretty sure that's all it takes. Aerodactyl is actually a pretty interesting Pokemon in that it's part flying and part ground. Which, obviously, water and ground are basically... or not water. Flying and ground are like... no, I don't want to give a nickname to Aerodactyl. Flying and ground are like opposing elements. So it's interesting that Aerodactyl is a combination of the two. It also means that he's extremely weak against ice-type attacks. Which is handy. So, now that I'm done with that, I want to fly over to Viridian City. Take a peek into the Pokemon Center. Because I want to deposit my Pidgey back in Pidgey. And withdraw. Where are you? Gyarados. Yay, Gyarados. Welcome back to the team. And I want to switch. Oh, my team my team order is actually just fine. So anyways, here in Viridian City, you may recall that there is a gym here. But the first time we came around, actually, I might have never even showed you the gym. It's right there. I probably never showed you that it was there. But it is. The first time we came here, though, we couldn't access it. Because the gym leader was not there. So, now that we've defeated the Cinnabar gym leader, Blaine, this gym is active again. The gym leader has returned. Wait a second. These little, like, warp tile things look familiar. Who uses warp tiles? So, this gym focuses on poison and, well, I think it's more on ground types, but it also, I think, tends to use a lot of poison. And for some reason, this guy who uses fighting types is here too, so I guess we can kill him just as much as everyone else. This gym is kind of weird just because of how big it is and how it's got this whole, like, tile thing. I mean, I guess it's not uncommon to have a puzzle inside of a gym. It's just, I don't know, almost kind of annoying, I guess, but it's also kind of just whatever. Kind of. I just felt like I need to say kind of a few more times. I mean, I guess I could comment on how easy it is to kill fighting types with Psychic, but this, you know, kind of whatever. Ayah! I don't think it matters which direction you face this guy from. So clearly there was no reason to actually go up that way. I think this is also the only gym in the game where you can that actually has an item inside of it. I guess they expect you to take a lot of damage or something on your way to fighting the leader? I don't know why they would assume that, but whatever. And sometimes it seems like they expect your Pokemon to be a lot lower level than they could be. And other times it's like the Pokemon that your opponent's throwing at you are just like ridiculous. That's kind of weird. It doesn't seem like there's really the right balance there. I guess it's mostly just the gym leaders. It's like you'll be fighting Pokemon, it's like you fight like 17 trainers in a row who all have like level 30 Pokemon, and then along comes the gym leader and he's got like a level 60 Pokemon. It's like, okay, that's how things work, right? I don't know. Unless they're like purposely trying to not challenge you with the normal trainers, which I don't know why you would do that, but I mean, I guess whatever. So, I'm probably not going to have any problem taking out this Sandslash, even though Psychic is not super effective against ground types. It just so happens that Psychic is super effective against everything in existence. Not, like, really, but it's kind of true. Psychic attacks are just too good. Especially when your opponent has, I would assume, less than 100 health, considering my Dugtrio didn't get 100 health until level 40. And my Dugtrio probably has better stats than an opponent's Dugtrio at the same level. I guess you can't sneak by this guy. Roar! I'm working myself into a rage! For some reason. Actually seems like this area doesn't actually lead anywhere, which is kind of annoying. Good for you, you managed to not evolve your Machop all the way up to level 40. That's commendable, but not very recommendable. and this one you evolved for some reason. What reasoning do you have to evolve one Pokemon but not the other? I mean, I guess it gives you some sort of variety? Except there isn't really anything that a Machop can do that a Machop can't. Although I guess there's always the learning abilities sooner thing. I just don't think that really makes up for having better stats. Not to mention that evolved Pokemon are always cooler than non-evolved. I always kind of wondered what that thing in the left hand of this guy's hand is. Like, yes, the left hand of his left hand. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. I guess, like, lion tamers and stuff typically hold, I don't know, like a paddle or something? It's got like a little swirl on it though, so I always just thought it was like a lollipop or something. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Maybe a mirror? It looks like it could be a mirror. What do we got over here? Well, clearly they don't want us to go that way. Oh, really? I don't think this is something that is going to happen. Sorry. Tamer wants to fight! Actually, it just occurred to me something that I meant to do that I never actually ended up doing. It's not like imperative, but I learned Blizzard from my Jinx on the last episode, and I have a item by the name of PP Up, which I discovered in some dungeon somewhere, and I want to use that on Blizzard for my Jinx. I'm pretty sure that Blizzard only comes with 5 uses, and it's having a lot of uses for a good ice type attack is very useful. So I want to get more uses out of Blizzard. I think it increases it by 1, but yeah. It's basically either that or Hypno Psychic, and Psychic has 10, so I figured it makes more sense to give it to the attack that has less uses on it by default. Couple more dudes in this place. Karate is the ultimate form of martial arts. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who would disagree, but I don't really know anything about it. I guess one thing is that at least the Pokemon in this place are at pretty decent level. I feel like they don't expect you to go straight from the Cinnabar gym to this gym. I guess they would expect you to like look around for where the gym actually is, because I don't think they ever actually tell you. So I guess they expect you to get a few levels in between, but of course, knowing where the gym is, then there isn't really any place to. I mean, I guess I could always go to the, I guess you'd call them bonus dungeons at that point, but I choose not to. No. Yes, I do not want to learn Meditate. I believe that Meditate increases your special stat. I just don't particularly care for it. I mean, it could definitely be useful. I just... obviously, Hypno needs to know Flash because we needed Flash. And at the time, he was the only one who could learn Flash. I guess I could have just caught someone else and taught it to them, but whatever. And I really like having Psychic as well as Dream Eater. And if you have Dream Eater, you kind of need to have Hypnosis. So it is what it is. Dream Eater is just really useful in general. I mean, I kind of don't like using it as just the attack that I kill dudes with, like I am here, just because I'm out of uses of Psychic. But it works. I usually like to use it more if I'm facing a Pokemon that is a lot stronger, or I guess just a lot stronger than normal, or even stronger than me. Because then I also, by necessity, have to put them to sleep, which means that I'm giving myself a natural advantage, and Dream Eater is actually stronger than Psychic. So it also means that after applying that disadvantage to my opponent, I also get the benefit of doing more damage as a result of it. It also is good for restoring HP, although it's a little bit unreliable, so I wouldn't rely on it. So now how... I know where the gym leader is, but I can't think off the top of my head how I'm actually supposed to get to him. Oh, I gotta go down that way into there. Apparently I am blind on this day. So come up here, go around this dude, and come over here. And I want to switch... Do I want to switch Jinx to the front? Yeah, why not? And here we have the final gym leader. I'm not sure how you can resurrect Team Rocket inside of a Pokemon League gym. For that matter, I'm not sure how he got certified as a member of the Pokemon League, but whatever. It is what it is. I guess it's supposed to be like a plot twist that's like, oh man, the rival is a member of the Pokemon League and you gotta like defeat him to move on to the big leagues and all that. So, yeah. And this guy, ice type attacks are very effective against him. Hence, why Lola is out front. Doug Trail, huh? Well, he's probably going to be pretty quick. This guy also tends to have very high level Pokemon. So it can be kind of challenging, but if you have an ice type, or I guess like a water type works well too. Poison works decently well just because some of his strongest Pokemon are Psychic works decently well because some of his strongest type Pokemon are part poison type. But one Pokemon who knows Blizzard can basically clean out the whole set for you because, well, even without PPO, Blizzard has 5 uses, he has 5 Pokemon. As long as you don't miss, you're gonna be fine. This guy also, I think he likes to use Horn Drill, which, as I mentioned previously, or no, not Horn Drill. I think he likes to use Fissure? He likes to use some sort of attack that has a chance of inflicting instant death. So, obviously that has a pretty low chance of working, but when it does, it can kind of mess you up pretty good. So if you're not properly prepared for this guy, he can be pretty hard, because obviously his Pokemon are very high level. And I believe that at least a handful of them know like Earthquake and other strong attacks, so he can fight back pretty good. Of course, in my case, I don't think I got hit by anything but other than like Growl or something like that. So, now that we have defeated all of the... yeah, there's Fissure, which I really don't care about. Anyways, now that we have obtained all 8 gym leader badges, we are ready to head over to the big leagues. Of course, there's still the matter of like the bonus dungeons, and I'm not quite sure yet when exactly I want to do them. In the very near future, but yeah. Maybe next episode. Well, probably I will next episode one way or another, but I'm just not entirely sure how far I want to go before I do that. There are a few tribulations to face before we actually get over to the, I don't know what you call them, the Pokemon League Championships or whatever. But anyways, I will leave you here for today on Let's Play Pokemon Red. Catch you later.